Salutations, my geochuds. You're tuned back into Swag News. Today's topic, PureL finally apologized. So if you're living under a rock, PureL is a very well-known GD YouTuber with over 100,000 subscribers that is primarily known for being insanely cracked at spam. Like, look at this clip, for example.
What are you doing? Get back to work.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'll get right back at it.
And spam aside, he is also very known to be a wave-carried devout Christian and even has it in his YouTube bio. Today, I will be mentioning his apology since I think it's important for the YouTube side of the GD community to know about this. And just to note, he has been receiving hate on Twitter for a long time. But what do you expect from the darkest corner of the internet, am I right? So let's get into the apology. Apologizing for my past. There are multiple things that I said 2 to 3 years ago that I should address and apologize for and clarify what I believe. Read below. So he sectioned this apology in multiple points, with his first point being past comments. I uploaded a video in 2022 that covered the drama of Paco pausing in her silent club step verification that led to a lot of people commenting that Paco was a dude when I had written, "Did she cheat?" in the thumbnail. Guys, I tried to find the video, but I couldn't find it. If y'all know, comment it down below. When I saw those comments, I responded to them saying things like, because it is a dude. I spoke this statement without much intention of anything, good or bad, not thinking about the issues without reply that I am aware of today. I don't have an issue with people calling people by pronouns they prefer. It was wrong of me to call another person an it and to ignore that Paco is transgender. I regret this behavior and I apologize to anyone that was negatively affected by these replies, especially to Paco. And then he got this screenshot of why Paco got the dude voice with him replying because it is a dude. Honestly guys, so far solid apology. He states that he regrets his behavior and realizes that it is a wrong thing to do. And he apologizes to anyone that was negatively affected. So far, pretty solid. And also, not to mention, this was said a long time ago, 2022, almost 4 years ago. So yeah, must have changed in those 4 years, right? Okay, next up we got a regarding comment on utter faith. First off, same thing with this screenshot as last time. The situation was not treated with the respect it deserved. Having meaningful dialogue with people of different faiths is a great thing, but my approach in this incident is ineffective, and I understand now that it is disrespectful. You can't just write a few words and expect it to make someone change their entire religion. This comment reply I made comes off as quite corny to me when I read it today. So there's this dude that wrote, "To be honest, I am Muslim, so I will call him he. And I don't care if you call me homophobic or something like that bullshit." And then he replies, "LMAO, you are base, brother, and I stick to the truth. I like it. But come over to Christianity, brother. Jesus truly is amazing." So first off, I'm pretty sure Jesus exists in both religions. But that aside, this comment is pretty goofy. Like, bro, this ain't gonna do anything. You're not gonna convert this guy because of that. And you're saying that it is based for what he said. So fair enough. This was a long time ago too. And even says it comes off as quite corny to me, which honestly, yeah, this just sounds like something a young version of him probably did, and he just didn't understand the consequences. Next up, we have regarding comment on suicide. In my opinion, this is the worst thing I've said and the thing that I regret the most. I made this comment over 3 years ago as a sophomore in high school, and now I am about to be a sophomore in college. Anyone who knew me then and still knows me now knows how different I am now. Not much else to say other than that what I said is disgusting and reprehensible. I was not mature enough in the past to understand the harm that writing something like that can cause. I deeply apologize to anyone who may have been negatively affected by this. So he wrote, so in conclusion, yes, if you commit suicide, I do believe you are a waste to your family, your friends, God, and maybe, yes, a pussy. Honestly, this is pretty wild, but I do get what he means. Guys, I just think this was something young him wrote without really thinking, and it is very badly worded. I'll tell y'all how I see this. I think what he meant back then, and he didn't express himself good enough, is that suicide is incredibly selfish. Because guys, think about it. You're suffering, right? And instead of trying to get out of the suffering by reaching out to people or by digging yourself up of that hole you're in, you decide to do the most selfish thing it is and to end yourself, right? Which causes a lot of grief reference by the way, for your family members and friends. Which yeah, it is a pretty selfish thing to do, but it is incredibly harsh the way he described it as calling you a waste to your friends, your family, God, and a pussy. Honestly, no. If you guys struggle with mental health, just talk to someone and sort it through. I do get where he's coming from, but this is not really a good way of saying it. Next off, he got wearing a MAGA hat on a stream. This one is the simplest to refute, as quite simply, I am not MAGA. But bro, you did it. You did something, and you're saying you're not MAGA, right? That's good, but you still did it, bro. I've grown in disgust with the movement, and now I understand it is contradictory to my faith. Yeah, fair enough. Trump has an inconsistent personality, and I was not fully educated on what he stood for back then. You know what? Fair enough for him actually acknowledging that he wasn't educated, and He's basically saying it was a lack of knowledge, which I kind of get it. A lot of people fall into this hole. But yeah, honestly, so far the apology is pretty solid. I wanted to make this apology to clarify what I actually believe now and to show that I have remorse for the situation and I'm not trying to sweep it under the rug. I have changed since these things have happened. I hope that through this apology, other people will understand that I have changed and that my actions in the future will follow. Now I wish to leave this all in the past and keep it there, as life is meant to be lived in the present. 100% bro, life is definitely meant to be lived in the present. And these were things you committed a long time ago. Honestly guys, this is a pretty solid apology. I do respect him first off for having the courage to actually release this apology. So most YouTubers would have tried to ignore it and leave it on the GD Twitter side, but he actually responded to the people on GD Twitter, constantly sending him hate and stuff, which I do believe it was a pretty mature thing to do. And yeah, one thing I want to mention, guys, that's kind of my whole take on the situation, is that you guys need to understand that this was 2 to 3 years ago. Like me, being 19 myself currently, I'm almost 20. Me, 2 to 3 years ago, I was pretty immature. Like honestly, young guys, especially in our teens, in our early teens or middle teens, you can say. Us in high school, like me in high school, for example, I was incredibly immature. Like I was constantly beefing with people. I was saying bad stuff. Like that is not who we are today. We have matured. And I think all of this just stems from a lack of maturity. But yeah, I do appreciate the fact that he brought this apology up. It shows that he has the balls actually to respond to people. But yeah, he regrets his actions. Let's leave that all in the past, like he said, because life is meant to be lived in the present. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you thought. Thank you, my GeoChuds, for watching the video.